just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan State's offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Complete to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Sends it downfield. He's got it on the sideline. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're playing with a pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting.
Touchdown, Spartans! Oh, that baby in and stroll into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time... making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Fighting off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Buckeyes are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Looking for space. It's Washington. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Childs. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! The 40. Inside the 30. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Really nice job by the quarterback there and just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense is set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Wide open downfield. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Lost to fire on second down. Looking for a deep man. Got it in stride at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but with snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Caught behind the line. It's Marsh. Crosses the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Looking for a man. It's Childs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got a man. It's McCray. At the 40, there he goes. Running free. Touchdown, Spartans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, as you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Washington State has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been darn near perfection. They're up by 17 over Fresno State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about, oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snatches it on the run. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense, Jesse. Like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marsh. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Childs. Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. He go back, breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Offense changing the play. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the right. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Power ahead. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. And the D deny them on second and goal. Tight end now in motion. On second and goal, he carries again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. After getting absolutely nowhere on second down, they'll try it again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Childs. He's got it down the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's loose. The inside. Slippery slide. Finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. And defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to...
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Third down coming up after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll give it to him again. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On the run, it's Washington. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Branch. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for... Right there.
That last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll run it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead with the 6.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 7 over Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going if they get it out to the 36.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Collier. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Back to throw, it's Child. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
from the gun. They're running back, looking for room. Still running at the 35. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
To the air on second down. Looking for the score. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about, man. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, second tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to dig deep.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Down. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wonder if they'll be conservative on first and 10. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Snow. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Past the 45. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Childs. With the catch, it's Rice. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get it on the ground with the 41.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because it...
There he goes.
opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Branch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This should be the last play of the quarter. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Snow. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. On the ground, it's Washington. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to buy time. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. He'll set up to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Gets the back moving. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the catch. The two-point conversion is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his spot. And the returner goes down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to throw, it's Child. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you could run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air, it's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Rice. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
After that incompletion on third down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late now, down by the goal line.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Snags it down the right side. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sparty.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West Country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. big situations arise in games, they're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline,